Hello everybody, my name is Tenelin, and it is day 1 of Cosmic Exploration, and I've been having a blast so far. I wanted to put together a quick little guide talking about crafter stellar missions in particular, because they do have a little bit of complexities to them, and honestly, the A-rank missions can get really hard. But let's back up a little bit. If you don't know, the stellar missions are the mission types in which you are able to progress your cosmic research, which is what you use to actually be able to make your relic tools upgrade over time. Your relic tools, when you start, will be level 10 and have an item level of 10, and you actually have to upgrade them by doing cosmic exploration missions in particular. There's nothing else to it. There's not anything like we've had in the past where you have to make collectibles and turn them in for certain materials and all this nonsense. This is a really streamlined process. What you end up doing is, if we take a look at my Carpenter one, which I haven't started at, you can see that I need to hit 200 of Cosmic Carpenter 1 in order to actually upgrade my tool. And so, in order to do so, I'll have to do stellar missions, and these are just simple little crafts at D rank missions to start you off. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of these just to give you an idea. But let me just mention really quickly, if you need to get any of your tools, they are free to acquire from Researching Way over here on the southwestern side of the Cosmic Camp. If you talk to Researching Way, just click on Inquire about Cosmic Tools, and you can grab any of these from him for no cost. You will get all of them, they'll just be level 10 tools, and I would recommend grabbing all of them that you can. I believe that you may have to be level 10 in order to grab them from him, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Let me know in the comments section whether or not that's true. If you did follow along with my prepping guide, I hope you had some armory space ready to go to do that. So let's go ahead though and take a look at the early crafting stages. So for my Carpenter, as I mentioned, I haven't really started this one yet, so let's go ahead and just grab one of the quests. Now, one of the things you'll notice, there are 3 different types of rewards. You get the Cosmo credits, the Lunar credits, and then you get Cosmic Carpenter 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. as you get higher into the quest. But for this one, I get Cosmic Carpenter 1, which is what I need to be able to progress my tool. They have differing levels, and so I'm going to go ahead and pick the one that gives me the 8 because it is a little bit higher, and you can see that there are star rank. You can get a silver star or a gold star if you actually craft these a little bit higher than normal. So what I recommend doing, especially if you're not familiar with a lot of the crafting, is using the tool Raphael. So if you take a look, we need survey bracelets in order to craft these. So if I open up Raphael here, and I go over and I type in survey bracelet, as you can see, it's already been added to Raphael in order to craft this. So I'm going to go ahead and clear my older macros. I selected survey bracelet. I'm going to go ahead and put my stats in, and that is 5408, 5064, and I have 630 CP. Now, one thing I've noticed early into Raphael right now, there's some issues going on with the ensure 100% reliability. I would normally recommend having this checkmarked, but it's having some problems with these recipes in particular where it kind of freezes up occasionally. But I've not been using it, and I haven't really had any problem. If you need to add any food, you can add like a Ronique steak and some Cunning Craftsman Tisane, but I know that this is a D rank mission for me, and I'm able to succeed these without a problem. I'm going ahead and just click solve. It's going to pop out a macro here that I can go ahead and click copy on, and we'll head back over to the game where I'll show you that what I have for my setup is I just made 3 buttons here, Cosmo Filler 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to go ahead and just throw it into 1. I'll drag that down to my toolbar here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit synthesize and go ahead and craft that. And it's going to go ahead and use that macro that Raphael just made me, and it'll succeed the craft. Now, one of the things that you have to understand is that these missions are going to get harder as you go through these. You'll get to B, C, and then eventually A tier missions. A tier missions start to introduce expert crafts, which become a lot more difficult and require a lot higher of stats. I'm going to go ahead and just craft a couple of more here. As you can see, it's asking me to craft 3 of them. It's a little hard to see against the moon's background, but it has survey bracelet crafted 1 of 3. And it's looking to have me hit a silver star requirement of 1200 points, where a high quality one gives you 800. So if I get a second high quality one here, I will automatically have a silver. And then I believe it is 2400 for the gold. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and craft one more so that I can get a gold rating, which will boost the amount of rewards that I get significantly. So now that I've crafted all 3 of them, my mission will be done. I'll automatically leave the crafting interface, and I just need to go click Stellar Missions again and report. And there we go. I got my rewards, and we'll go ahead and refresh and see that I got 40 points towards my relic tool. Now, if you remember, the reward showed me that it would only give me 8. So getting that gold star gives you a significant amount more towards your rewards. You'll go ahead and do all of these until you hit the 200 level, and then you're going to just go over to Researching Way, talk to him, click the same thing that you did, the Inquire About Cosmetic Tools, and he'll have a highlight on the job, and you'll swap that out so that you can get the upgraded tool. As you can see, my blacksmith is the one that I have been working on. It is on version 0.6. The starting versions is 0.1, so I have upgraded this 5 times. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what those look like. Now you'll have at the very bottom what your requirements for your next class of mission is. As you can see, there's D tier is the ones I've started with. If I complete 3 D tier missions, I'll unlock C tier. It'll show you what you need to do in order to unlock the next tier of missions. So on my blacksmith, I have unlocked all of the tiers of missions, and I need to actually be able to get 1, 2, and 3 of the cosmic blacksmith to be able to upgrade them. As you can see, some of these missions only give a singular one, some of them give the level 3 one, some of them give 1 and 2, and these will rotate throughout. Now, one thing to keep in mind is the A tier missions are quite hard, especially if you don't have good macros or you're not really familiar with expert crafting. These can get very difficult. I have failed a couple of them while I've been experimenting and trying to figure them out, but things like the B tier missions and even down to the C tier missions can still give you a significant amount of rewards that will make it so you can still upgrade your relic tools without having to do the most difficult missions. The most difficult missions will just mean you have to use a few less than you needed to. But let's take a look at one of the B tier missions. Now, one of the things I did forget to mention is all of the supplies for every single craft are automatically provided to you. You do not have to gather anything. You do not have to bring anything in from outside the world. It's all contained in Cosmic Exploration. So let's go ahead and try this B tier mission that's going to give me 1, 2, and 3 progress, which is actually pretty good. Now, the reason it's going to do that is because it's a 2-step craft. It's going to have me make lunar alloy bars and then use those bars to make a survey file. So I'm going to go ahead and make these at high quality. Same thing, I'm going to use Raphael. So we're going to hop over to here again and click lunar alloy bar. And we're doing it for blacksmith, not that it really matters. Now, this one only requires 1 survey file to be crafted. So we need to make 2 of these lunar bars to make 1 of the survey files. And we want to make sure that when we're doing it, we're getting it at maximum high quality because it will give us the gold star requirement for that extra bonus reward that we can get from doing so. If possible, you should always aim for the gold star requirement. It's just a lot better of rewards. It essentially, like, I don't know, 6 to 10 times more of the rewards for doing it. Okay. So we've got those 2. Now we're going to head over to the survey file, and we're going to hit synthesize on that. And I am going to pop back over to Raphael and hit survey file. And one of the things that you want to make sure you do, if you're using high quality pre-crafted ingredients, make sure you actually add them to the recipe so that Raphael knows that. Okay, it spit out a 2-button macro, but I'm going to just copy just the first one here because the second one is only a single step. So I'll just know that I need to do a groundwork after this one is finished. If you want more details to how Raphael does work, I do have a full guide that I put out called Creating Your Own Crafting Macros that goes into detail everything you need to know about Raphael. And a couple of other tools like Teamcraft or Crafting Way. Raphael's just been the one that I've been using because I've been having the most success with it so far, so that's the one I'm recommending to you. So there we go, we successfully crafted that at high quality. We're going to go ahead and report, get a ton of both types of credits, and we'll look 843. That's the one I'm caring about the most, so I'm going to go ahead and take a look at how many I got there. Pretty good. That's 35 more. Now, I will say there is a bit of a grind to be able to get these tools completed, so don't rush on these. We have nothing that's pushing us towards getting these done, so take your time on these. One of the other things to keep in mind is you do have your Cosmic class tracker. As you complete missions, you're going to be gaining points to each of these, and if you take a look, there are a ton of achievements related to these, including one that has 500,000 points in every single Cosmic class here, and that will get you a mount. That's going to take some time, so don't rush it, don't burn yourself out, have fun, enjoy Cosmic Exploration, and I will be putting out more guides in the future that are going to be talking about the expert crafts, specifically the Class A missions, because these ones do get a little bit harder, but overall, Raphael still can complete most of them without a problem. It just becomes a little bit of an issue when you get to the expert crafts. I hope you found this video helpful, and I would like to give a big thanks to all of my members here. You too can become a member of my channel for only $1 a month, and that gives you access to my videos a little bit earlier than everybody else. As well, it gives you a high quality symbol down in the comments section and a special role in my Discord to show off your support. I hope you guys are having fun, and thanks for watching.